Oh boy, do we have a messy video today. So, you all know the drama that happened between Ethan H3H3 and James Charles. You know, with the color blocking hoodie. I really just want to wear one whenever I'm talking about it because I think it'll help the argument more because they're so identical. But really summed up, James Charles released new Sisters Apparel merch, which was completely ripping off Teddy Fresh, the entire design, the color blocking, and the color in the exact same spot. It was a full thing. Ethan responded. James said, hey, I don't want drama, so we'll handle this in private. Then Ethan showed the text messages between him and James, trying to sort it out, and it really showed that James Charles was actually being very condescending and honestly aggressive, just in the DMs, and just very belittling of Ethan. And oh my god, we have different audiences, so it doesn't matter. You know, like, business aside, James Charles would know better, right? Maybe not. So that's it really summed up. Now, Ethan and Trisha have a podcast together. Now, this is a big F you to Keemstar, which we've talked about before because Ethan and Keemstar have drama, and now Trisha and Keemstar have drama because Keemstar and Gabby Hanna went on Drama Alert together talking about Trisha Paytas when Trisha Paytas turned down an interview because she didn't want to be on Drama Alert talking about the same drama, and I'm out of breath. There's, you know, like a love triangle, foursome, if you want to say, going on here. But anyway, in this podcast that Ethan and Trisha have, they are having Halloween episodes, and Ethan's costume, it made me laugh. It made me laugh so hard. Here's the thing, people were coming for Ethan, being like, you're a grown man, you know better. I think it was funny as fuck. So here he came as James Charles in the Teddy Fresh color block hoodie, but just wrote Sisters. This is good, this is funny. And so he has his full face in makeup like James Charles, and Ethan, you actually look good here. I don't know if I mean that. I was just trying to be polite. But no, this is actually really funny. I think this is really smart, clever costume, and it's bringing more attention back to the drama. And then Trisha went as whatever Trisha Paytas went as. But yeah, so the costume was just a big F you to James Charles again. As we can see here again. So yeah, I thought this was funny. I genuinely don't think it's that deep. I still do think that Ethan genuinely does not like James Charles because if you think about it, he was really mad about that stuff. And now, I was watching their recent podcast and we're going to watch a clip together. Trisha dropped some truth on James Charles, some insider tea. Ethan, you know, states his opinion again on James, and we need to watch it and we're going to talk about it. So, we're just going to watch it once and, you know, stop it while watching it and talk about it. This was Juicy, by the way.
Well, this is the first time I've gotten makeup, though. I do have, dude, you do this, like, every day?
Just like special days. Not every day. I do it special days. Like,
how often do you do this?
I love that Trisha just came as like a bunny.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because I do OnlyFans.
It takes like 2 hours.
My one's 3 hours sometimes because of my hair. If your hair was like...
Make it end the door.
Needs more work than mine.
I don't think so. I think we look identical actually, which was so scary. I was like, I feel like we're gonna look the same.
I do feel like I just look like a big fat...
By the way, if you can hear chewing, it's Monty. He got new banana sticks, like they're wooden sticks, and he loves them, so I'm not gonna take them off him just for filming this video.
James Charles, though, like, they nailed it. And unfortunately, I had a hairstyle. I don't know if you guys can tell.
Look, he got the skin fade too.
Bro, with the vanilla.
He was committed.
It looks good. It looks good.
My only regret is that I cut my hair already because he could have done it like the perfect James Charles, like the poof.
Yeah, I heard he wanted to like dye it and add hair to it and stuff. You guys are like, no, you should have just gone like full on.
Let's get into it.
I wanted to do it, but I don't have any hair.
No, but he could have like added hair to it.
Y'all aren't ready.
Anyways, you look great.
Okay.
And you do look like James Charles. You should do like, I don't know, maybe... I feel like you love James Charles low-key. Like, I feel like you're kind of like fond of him.
Here's the thing, and this, what Trisha said is kind of what people's opinions are on people who talk negatively about someone. They're either like, you're in love with them, you really like them, or you're fond of them. Never just you genuinely want to, you know, critique them, or you're giving them criticism, or maybe you aren't the biggest fan of them. Like, there's always, it's like primary school behavior where it's like, oh my god, they bully me, they must be in love with me. Not a very smart mentality. And Trisha in this podcast basically says that she believes that every single man wants to date her and sleep with her. So, I mean, this is the attitude.
Remember you kind of like hated me, but then you're kind of like, oh, I kind of like fond of this person.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just a douche, to be honest.
I mean,
after
everybody
interacting with
says
him.
Yeah.
I don't
Trisha said everyone says that.
I feel that you're crazy, but I don't think you're a douche.
No, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think he has a bad heart.
I get you.
Douche.
So Trisha said that she thinks that James Charles has a bad heart, and it gets worse than what she says. Let's get into it.
I don't know if I don't know him well enough to say he has a bad heart, but like...
He's pretty evil. That whole beauty community is evil. Like, Tati
think he's evil?
Yeah.
What do you know about him?
You know, I've never met him. Just everybody I know has, like, horrific experiences with him. Like, horrific.
Keep in mind, Trisha is best friends with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Her relationship with Jeffree Star is very on and off, right? Right. So, I mean, I'm just gonna categorize that together, but Trisha is friends with, you know, the higher ups in the beauty community, so she's saying that everyone's having, sorry, I just wanna, one more time, you know.
What?
Whatever.
Anyways, you look great. And you do look like James Charles. You should do, like, I don't know, maybe, I feel like you love James Charles low-key. Like, I feel like you're kind of, like, fond of him. The way you
silence.
You kind of, like, hated me, but then you're kind of like, oh, I kind of, like, fond of this person.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just a douche, to be honest.
I mean,
after
everybody
interacting
says
with
that.
him,
Yeah.
I don't feel like you're, I feel that you're crazy, but I don't think you're a douche.
No, yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think he has a bad
he's
heart.
a douche.
Mhm.
I don't know if I don't know him well enough to say he has a bad heart, but like,
He's pretty evil. That whole beauty community is
Really?
evil. Like,
I
Tati
think he's
and...
evil.
Yeah.
What do you know about him?
You know, I've never met him. Just everybody I know has, like, horrific experiences with him. Like, horrific. And I'm not trying to be that person and be like, oh, I know stuff. Like, I don't really know because I don't know, but just, like, things I've heard. I mean, I heard he's, like, actually, like, a horrible person. Just, like...
Yeah.
Ooh. No, Trisha saying this is like, people can believe Trisha or not, but Trisha is very much so attached to the Dramageddon 3. Yeah, Dramageddon 3. Yeah, that happened over the summer. She was attacking Tati. She was, you know, coming in support of Shane and support of Jeffree, then coming for Jeffree. So Trisha, whether we want to say it or not, is very much so involved in this inner circle. So her saying this is, what's she trying to start?
But I don't know. I mean...
Well, so anyway, the reason we're doing a couple of things today. We're going to, by the way, have a lie detector.
It keeps going, don't worry.
Charles, he took a lie detector test and they asked if he ripped off Teddy Fresh. He said no. And the guy was like, that's true.
Remember the lie detector guy that's literally in every single YouTuber's video? Now, Trisha spills the truth on him. You know, because he's been in Shane's videos as well. Remember the Bobby Burns series? That fucking train wreck? And so, basically, what Ethan is saying is that James Charles did a video where he was hooked up to a lie detector test and they asked him, did he steal from Teddy Fresh? And James Charles said no, but they're basically saying that you can manipulate the answer, so.
So he's absolved, and I thought I would hook myself up to a lie detector.
He's so
like, for example,
fucking
let's say,
petty.
Why don't you ask me maybe if James Charles ripped off Teddy Fresh?
Did James Charles rip off Teddy Fresh?
Yes.
That is true.
See?
So petty.
So it's a conflict of the lie detector.
Oh, you're saying it like depends on the person asking the question?
Yeah, but you know the guy. Well, let me show you this video.
Yeah.
Let me show you this.
Teddy Fresh? No.
Here, this guy. He does every...
The question is, did you knowingly copy Teddy Fresh's merch?
Ones.
That's true.
That's true. They're like, see? And it's like, oh, see? But you know this guy.
Wait, is he being serious or is he like trolling? Like, is James Charles trolling?
No, he's being serious. He's like, I am absolved.
But he literally said, oh yeah, it is probably the same thing, sorry. Like,
Yeah, remember the DMs that he sent Ethan? He basically said, yeah, they're very similar. What's the narrative, James?
he sent it to you, so he already, like...
He already admitted.
Yeah. But he steals a lot of things. Like, you know, like the makeup look. I thought you were doing the white paint look because he stole it. So I was like, oh, he's doing like stolen look. So yeah, someone like but he has like a history of stealing things. So I'm like so confused as why people don't like call him out on it. I was like, wait, but he's...
We do on this channel. Hi, my Trishy's fishies.
I guess because he has money. But you know what? People like that always like come down. Like he's gonna be like a Toby Turner or something like where people
You
just don't
think
care.
so?
Or Shay Carl, like one of those people where he's like flirting. Like, well, I guess he's already flirted with people and got in trouble, but he'll like be brought down somehow because they're like not good people.
Do you think... Do you think...
Well,
do you want to ask me a
You're like
yes or no
crazy.
question?
Okay. Do you think I'm hot?
Girl, okay, so basically, that's what they talked about, and there's a lot to unpack here, especially with, I don't like how Trisha was like, oh my god, you know, his fall is coming, because I don't think that's right for anyone. Yeah, I don't think that's right for anyone, okay. But, oh my god, a lot to unpack. One thing we can say is Trisha Paytas never fucking holds back, right? And her saying this about James is actually the biggest insider thing that we've gotten in a long time. Because people in that inner circle we've heard nothing from. Shane? No. Jeffree? No. Tati? No. Keep in mind, Trisha made so many videos attacking Tati after, you know, she came out with her Breaking My Silence video. And Trisha was like, you are a grown woman, you posted post on that, no one can really, you know, push you to do that. Which is a fair point that a lot of people have raised. So, Trisha is involved in this because she can literally directly talk to everyone involved, right? She can text James Charles, she can text Tati, she can go to Shane's house, she can go to Jeffree's house, and it's like, she's involved. So the fact that she's saying that, you know, so many people that she knows have had just horrific stories with him, and, you know, the beauty community space is so evil. But what was really interesting was she just listed, she went, it's so, you know, horrible, the beauty community, so evil, Taddy, and then she went to say, so I don't know if she's going to say Jeffrey or she was going to say James, but she said that, you know, the beauty community was so toxic, whatever, and then only listed one name, and it's like, girl, your best friend was a part of that community too, so like, where does he lie, Trisha? Where does he lie? Oh my god, it sounds like I'm saying he lie. Where does he lie? You know what I mean? Like, this is the thing, and it was like Trisha calling them out, and it's like, girl, keep up the same energy. Shane is in the beauty community, he left, but he was in it, so keep the same morals you're keeping for the rest of them, and Taddy and James and all, that you are with Shane. But what she's saying about that, you know, James Charles is just using his wealth, and because he has money, and there's a lot to unpack. Can we just, sorry, one more time, just because I'm like, I was so in the moment. I know I said we were going to watch it one time, but there was a lot to unpack, right?
Yes.
That is true.
See?
Ah.
So it's a conflict of the lie detector.
Oh, you're saying it like depends on the person asking the question?
Yeah, but you know the guy. Well, let me show you this video. Let me show you this.
Teddy Fresh. No.
Here,
Oh.
this guy. He does everyone's.
That's true.
That's true.
And they're basically making an issue, Ethan does now, that the people around the room and James were like, oh, it's almost like a sigh of relief, and it's like, if you didn't, surely you wouldn't have to react that way whenever you're being told that, you know, the truth, right?
Like, see? And it's like, oh, see? But you know this guy.
Wait, is he being serious or is he like trolling? Like, is James Charles trolling?
No, he's being serious. He's like, I am absolved.
But he literally said, oh yeah, it is probably the same thing, sorry. Like,
And James has a history of doing that, which is what they're both saying, that, you know, he literally admitted that they were so similar and maybe influenced. And it's like, he does that privately and then publicly is standing by his point that he didn't, and this is original, and no, this was not a mistake. And it's like, he makes the point and the biggest issue that we have different audiences, so it doesn't matter. And it's like, you're still trademarking and bandwagoning off what they popularized. It was from the 90s and the 80s, yes, but in recent times, they popularized it. Teddy Fresh, you can say about so many different items that we see. Like,
he said it to you, so he already, like...
He already admitted.
Yeah, but he steals a lot of things. Like, you know, like the makeup look. I thought you were doing the white paint look because he stole it. So I was like, oh, he's doing like stolen looks. So yeah, someone like but he has like a history of stealing things. So I'm like so confused as why people don't like call him out on it. I was like, wait, but he's...
that's true.
I guess because he has money. But you know what? People like that always like come down. Like he's gonna be like a Toby Turner or something, like where people
You
just don't
think
care.
so?
Or Shay Carl, like one of those people where he's like flirting, like, well, I guess he's already flirted with people and got in trouble, but he'll like be brought down somehow because they're like not good people.
Do you think...
God. Again, I don't like what she said at the end, that like, oh yeah, he will be brought down, people like him will be brought down. But I do think what she said was interesting about the stolen looks, because James Charles has been called out for most of his iconic things, that he's actually taken them, plagiarized them, or just completely stolen them from smaller content creators. So, Trisha's speaking up about this, and she's like, I don't know why people don't speak out against him. I don't think it has to do with money, because what does that affect? You know what I mean? Why would that stop someone what he has money? Okay. So I don't understand what her argument was there, honestly. But, I mean, her saying about the stolen looks is the first time I've seen a bigger creator on this platform talk up about that issue, and it's something that we need to talk up about, because for someone who, you know, has a show that is like, oh my god, let's show the smaller creator talent, he likes to steal a lot of smaller creator stuff for someone who preaches, you know, the originality of others for a living. So I don't know how to feel about that one, James. And here's the thing with Trisha and Ethan on this podcast. We can expect multiple things like this now. James Charles has opened himself up as a target, especially on this podcast, for two people who, one of them, Ethan, is angry at him, and Trisha is angry at him as well because of what James has kind of indirectly done to Shane and Jeffrey and Taddy this summer. What they did to James was, like, unforgivable in my opinion, but you can say, you know, I don't fucking, like, I mean, it was like a boomerang. They did it to themselves, but Trisha, being their friend, is obviously going to look at it from a point of view of, oh my god, James did this to them, James ruined their career, James ruined their reputation. So I think that's the attitude she's coming at this with. Maybe she's not, but if she's coming at it like that, and Ethan's coming at it because James treated him like shit after stealing it, it's not even just like he took the design. He was rude to Ethan straight up about it. And he was like, yeah, it doesn't matter if I took it. I actually took it from Nike or something like that. It's like, girl, why are you like, oh yeah, I didn't steal it from you. I stole it from someone else. That don't make it no better. That actually makes it quite worse because you're going up against an even bigger company. But it's okay if you do it to a smaller creator, James, right? And again, as a final point to reiterate, this is the first time we've heard someone in the inner circle of who's not really close to James anymore, or, you know, the people that were surrounding James at one time, basically saying that he is like an evil person. And it's like, everyone's perception is completely different. Let's be completely frank on that. Not two people are going to have the same perception of me when they meet me, so it's the same with James and all like that, and other people have different opinions on that kind of stuff. And again, it was more a work relationship with Jeffree, Shane, and James, and it just turned very sour and very bitter and very fucking ugly and disgusting. So Trisha is obviously biased against him in a way as well, and Ethan does not like him. So this podcast, I'm sure we can expect more things like this very soon, right? Right. But I want to know what your opinion is on Trisha saying this, because I think it's quite sus, right? How are you feeling about it? Oh my god, it's like, I don't know how to like respond to her saying this, because there's an element of me that wants to believe Trisha, and then there's an element of me that's like, I'm gonna sit back and mind my own business, and then there's another element that's like, oh, never mind. What's your opinion on this? And what do you think about it? And just her saying the beauty community world is so toxic and stuff, yet her best friend was in it, and she loved when her friend was in it, and she was preaching for him when he was in it. So it's like, there's a lot of different mixed signals here with Trisha, so... Let me know what you're thinking. God, she's not gonna hold back in this podcast though. Guys, I love you. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think. God, we've had 2 videos now where we're reviewing clips from this podcast because it's a messy ass podcast. Whew. Anyway, see you. Bye.